guys!
Hi.
We thought we would go over the 7 products that we have loved in the year of 2017. She has 7, I have 7, so this might be a little long. Everything will be listed in the description box below. Boop boop. And without further ado,
Here we go.
so my first favorite product is a foundation, and this is a newer foundation to my collection per se. I got it at the last VIB sale, if you will. It is the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation.
I wouldn't like it.
It's better for people with dry skin, obviously, because it has the argan oil, the Josie Maran argan oil, inside of the foundation. It's dewy.
It's a little glistening.
So it glides over your face if you use a brush, but I personally use a beauty sponge. That's the way I like to apply it. And if you really wanted to, you could get this full coverage. I don't personally go for that most days, but it can be done. It has a nice scent as well. The only problem with that foundation is it doesn't have a very wide range of colors. And I would definitely recommend this.
I have Perfectly Posh, the Castaway coconut oil. Totally not gonna lie to you, this is discontinued. I probably bought like one of the last bottles. But they make other scents. It's the same thing. All it is a coconut oil. It has like a fancy scent and like a squeezy bottle, which kind of stinks because coconut oil obviously is really hard to squeeze when it's thick. So you could like put it in hot water first or like warm water and let it like melt, or warm it up with your hands. Or sometimes if the temperature is warmer outside, it's all liquidy and not a solid. But
so it's a moisturizer.
I mean, you could use it for a lot of things. It doesn't have to be a moisturizer. I've used it as a hair mask. I've used it to get like my flyaways down. I've used it to help take off like really like tough makeup, like, you know, mascara or anything like that.
But basically it's like a coconut oil, right?
It's just like it is exactly. That's what it is. It is coconut oil. It is
in a nice package.
In a nice package with a nice scent.
So the beauty sponge that I fell in love with this year was the Flower Beauty sponge. It's just this light lavender color. It has like the, you know, the domed end for like foundation, and then the top has this little slant that you can get right under your eyes with. You can use it for baking. I don't really do that, but
I don't bake.
You can definitely do it with this sponge. This sponge is the best sponge I have ever tried. Beauty Blender, Real Techniques, any of them. This is my favorite because
it's really hard to get a hold of this too, apparently.
If I see one at Walmart, it's sold at Walmart. So when you see it at Walmart, just grab it. Because when you soak this underwater, it gets about 2 times the size.
I would say even 3 times, I think.
2.5, something like that.
That thing gets real big compared to all the others.
And it gets so squishy, and I just love it. It applies foundation perfectly, and it's good if you have dry skin because it does suck up like the excess product as well. You can find it, look at Walmart, and hopefully you can try it out if they have one.
Next, I have a moisturizer for your hands.
She's got all kinds of moisture over here.
I love moisture. This is the Big Fat Yummy Hand Cream in Paper Moon by Perfectly Posh. This is basically just like one of those like you throw it in your purse, which I don't own, but whatever. If you have a purse, you throw it there.
Just a hand cream.
Just a hand cream. I leave it in my car sometimes. It has like apricot kernel oil in it and like stuff that really moisturizes your hands.
Perfectly Posh is kind of like Lush in the sense that it's like a lot of natural products.
But this thing, you could put it on at 9 a.m. and still at like 5 o'clock, your hands will smell like this. I want to say berry, but at the same time I don't. But it's
I
like,
have no idea.
But it's not a bad scent either. It's
no,
like
I just can't explain it.
Yeah, it's just too difficult. The thing I hate about this packaging though is like when you get to this certain point,
it's hard to get it out.
It's hard to get it out.
If you like that kind of stuff, you should probably check it out. My favorite bronzer of the year was not the Physicians Formula Murmur Butter Bronzer. Murmur. I can't say it. Sounds like I'm mumbling. People were comparing this one to it, and it's the Becca Sunlit Bronzer. I got mine in Capri Coast. So I got this around the summertime, and I really like it. It is comparable to the Physicians Formula, but I find this one isn't as yellow toned. It's a much less orange tone. It's kind of more ashy, which is what I tend to go for. And I feel like it gives like a nice subtle glow. And it's kind of, it's not matte, but it's not, doesn't have chunks of glitter in it. So I really like it to like on my cheeks, around my forehead, under the chin, everywhere. It's kind of pricey like all Becca products are, unfortunately, but I think it's worth the money. And if you feel like the Physicians Formula ones are too orange, I would give this one a try because they're comparable. It doesn't have a nice like coconut scent like the Physicians Formula does, but
Kale polish
was big for both of us this year, I feel.
I think I own like every polish just about. But like, let's be real. The formula's great.
Decently priced.
Decently priced. I love who I'm supporting.
The brush is like a wide power brush.
Oh.
Love it. Easy
I
to
can just
apply.
go up, and 90% of the time, I only need one coat, which I can get down with that. So within the past year, for her birthday one, when she first released them, was this Das Expensive.
Which is like a glittery silver. It's like a mixture, I feel like.
Yeah. I like almost went through the whole entire thing, and this is limited edition. I'm really sad. I should have just bought an extra one. So she just came out with a new glitter polish. I'm gonna buy an extra one.
The new one's a little more gold, but
I don't care. Her glitter formula,
fantastic.
better than any other one I've ever tried.
Next, I want to talk about
Can I
a
just
brush.
scoop this?
Yeah. It looks like a little bunny tail.
That's what I was
This
thinking.
is the Japanese Kumadori brush, if I'm not mistaken.
Kumadori.
Yeah. It's synthetic, but the bristles are so soft. And the way it's shaped and the size of it, I can use for blush or bronzer or even highlight if I want to. So it's like a multi-purpose kind of brush. And I love it.
Dense, but it not dense.
Right.
It's like the perfect dense.
It's the perfect density. I love the handle because it's skinnier and I feel like it gives me more control. It's a little more expensive than like, say, a Real Techniques brush, but I can say it's less than the NARS one.
This is the 302 Mix and Matte. It's a Color Riche eyeshadow by L'Oreal. When I had my Winky Lux under eye setting powder, I was gonna buy another one, and like they are much bigger than the sample one I had. But it's quite expensive, which at the time
But you do love that product.
But I do love it, but I was like, you know what? Homegirl not really wanting to spend like almost $40 for an under eye setting powder. So she'll splurge when she got the chance, but at the time
At
the time I was poor. So
needless to say.
I mean, this is a little powdery, it's a little chalky, but when you like tap off your brush and whatnot and call it a day. I use it as an under eye setting powder. It's clearly an eyeshadow. No one notices it. It sets the under eyes. It works.
No need to spend so much money on under eye setting powder.
And it was like, I don't know, like $5.99.
So my favorite eyeshadow palette of the year.
See, I didn't even think about that.
It's like kind of controversial because some people like it and some people really don't, including her. That is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So originally I saw it in Trend Mood and I was like, oh my god, I have to have it. And then they kept just hyping it up, hyping it up, hyping it up. Which is part of the reason probably that some people are not as thrilled with it. I love this palette because, first of all, I love warm-toned eyeshadows.
I love this packaging.
The packaging is primo.
It's the best damn packaging they've ever come up with.
Right, agreed.
Yes, I guarantee you it won't really like
It's
shatter
durable.
or break. It's durable. But the tin ones are hard to open. They shatter your shadows.
They dent. The felt one gets dirty. Forget that. I like it because it has like a all over lid shade for like setting your eyeshadow. And then for me, there's a couple transitions I can work with. And the more shimmery shadows, I use wet with like Fix Plus. And they are so friggin' pigmented when you do that. Also with this palette, you're getting more mattes than shimmers, and that makes me happy. I mean, I think it's really personal preference. A lot of people get the same looks out of it. I feel like I can get different looks. You know, like warm shades to begin with, so I'm really happy with this purchase, actually.
So my next favorite is something I got in a glossy box. So this is the Meet Makeup's
Melissus
101. It's an active eye light corrector. Goes under your eyeballs. This thing glides on like a beauty. This thing has lasted me like a whole freaking year. Thank you, Glossy Box. Like, it's still going. It's still got a good, decent amount. Not a lot, but like enough to last me a little bit for my next one to come in. It's a pain in the butt to try and get it shipped to you and find it. And it took me like a solid 2 hours to find it on the internet. But this thing is worth it.
My favorite highlight was actually a highlighting palette I got right before summer, and I've been wanting it for a while.
Can I touch it?
Mm-hmm. And it's the Anastasia Moonchild palette. So this is 6, I would say, duochrome, holographic, however you want to look at it, highlighters. I really, really, really loved it in the summer. But even now, for a nice, easy pop of color, I love it.
I use it as eyeshadows.
I would say the Moonchild is better for lighter skin tone, and their Aurora eyeshadow palette, that's like holographic duochrome, would be good for darker skin tones. I mean, I haven't used the Aurora palette, so I can't say how good it is, but if you're darker skinned, I would more go to that one. But definitely, I love the freaking Moonchild from Anastasia.
I have the Cover FX cream
What is this?
It's a cream concealer. I had to make sure that this thing did not work for my tattoo. However, when homegirl gets like a really nasty friend on the face,
big enough to name
Mount Vesuvia, not Vesuvius, Vesuvia, you cover her
with the Cover FX concealer cream
because it covers
real well.
Vesuvia's gone.
Blends right in.
It's a little pricey, but this thing is like...
It is Cover FX.
It is Cover FX, however, this thing is like...
I feel like that'll last you.
This is over a year old, and I still have halfway.
Unless you have really bad acne and you're using it all over your face every day, I think it'll last you a pretty long time.
Dab. This thing, like, you don't need a lot. This thing spreads out like a gem.
It's a gem, really. So my final and 7th product that was my favorite this year was the Tarte. I think it's in their Rainforest, the Sea Lime. It's a nice marble package. It's in the color Sunkissed.
Yeah.
Aha!
It's like a ready nude.
Peach.
Okay, sure.
It's like a peachy nude color. That lipstick got me back into wearing lipsticks because the formula just glides on. It lasts a really long time, even though it's like a nude color. I would really recommend those to anybody, and they have a nice variety of nude colors.
My last product is my love, Calvin Klein. I love CK1. I was like, might as well try CK2 because
why not?
This is CK2. I got it in a rollerball. Perfume-wise, I don't think there's a scent that I really like, oh my god, that's nasty. But like, and they last all day. They smell good. I've tried like every CK1 scent ever.
It's not like overpowering either, because when I'm with you, I'm like not getting a headache over it.
This is just like the more girly version, I feel like.
It's fruity. Go sniff it. CK2.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so that was both of our 7 favorites of 2017. Leave as a comment down below what your favorites were this year. Like this video if you like these types of videos, and also subscribe to our channel and ring the bell for notifications for our uploads when they upload.
And like us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram.
And also,
see you real soon.
Bye! Hi, guys!
Hi.
No.
Mojito red.
To be honest, so
the
end. Cut me off, why don't